If you're a parent with teens with cell phones, you probably spend way too much time telling them to stop texting. Taking away their phone every now and then is a temporary fix, but it doesn't solve the problem all the time. Fortunately, each of the four major cell phone carriers, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and Sprint, have parental usage controls that you can adjust to restrict when they can send and receive texts. Each can be turned on for $4.99 per month for each cell phone account. Let's look at how each one works. AT&T Smart Limits lets you control text messages, download limits, browsing limits, set time restrictions, and more. You can access it by going to www.att.com and logging into your personal account. You can set the total number of texts or IM messages your phone sends and receives by inputting the monthly limit, and you can even check a box to warn the phone user when they reach 75% of their limit. By clicking on Time of Day Restrictions, you can access controls to set what time periods the phone cannot send and receive texts, as well as what days of the week. Just click on Add a Restriction to be taken to the menu to set the times. You can also add phone numbers that are allowed to send and receive texts from, say, the parents' phones, and you can block those you don't want your teen to send or receive text from. You can access Verizon's parental controls by going to www.verizonwireless.com and logging in and then clicking on Parental Controls or Usage Controls. Once in, you'll see a control panel that allows you to change time restrictions and set block numbers and trusted numbers. Adding time restrictions is easy. Just pick the time frame you want your teen to not send and receive texts and days of the week, and then save the changes. To block numbers, just name the contact you don't want to send and receive text from and input the number. The process is the same to add a trusted number you want to receive texts from. Sprint has an easy-to-use interface that you can access by going to www.sprint.com. Sprint's mobile controls has a main dashboard that lets you access everything, as well as see how many texts have been sent and received during certain hours. You can access the time restrictions by clicking on one of two blocks, school hours or late night hours, and then fine-tuning them further. Then you just click on the lock slider to activate them. You then can set which colors you want to allow text and which ones you want to block by clicking on their contact name and then using the drop-down menu to set to allow or block. T-Mobile's family allowances controls can be accessed by going to www.tmobile.com. Once there, you'll see a series of sliders where you can set the limit of texts your teen can send and receive per month. Setting time restrictions isn't quite as flexible as the other carriers, instead letting you control texting in one of 4 time periods and either Monday through Friday or the weekend. Once there, you can block their phone by just clicking on the buttons. Blocking or allowing a trusted number is easy. Just go to that section where you can input the phone number for either blocking or allowing. To read my full article on these parental controls, go to www.sltrib.com.